is gonna start based off. I've taught this sort of style of passing, I think at least twice, and I've been here before, but it's worth covering. Just a quick question: if anyone's done it or not? Again, anyone who was here when last time I covered passing this way, is this familiar to most people? Any people? No, maybe. Okay, we'll start with that then. We'll go from there. Okay, guys. This is, in my opinion, is the best way to pass the half guard. You can start from a bunch of different positions. You can start from the outside, going for the underhook first, and head down, or you can start from the basic crossface style from here. Okay. I'm in the half guard. I would always pinch my knee straight away to make sure he doesn't start slipping his knee out. I don't want to start messing around with having to defend this straight away. So when I'm here, this knee comes in. I pinch his hips tight so the leg doesn't come out, and I grab around the head. Here. Yeah, we're going to rise here quite a lot. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the hand across here, slide it under, all the way to here. My hand is on the mat, and then my head is going to come to the other side of his head here. Okay? And now I'm going to drive my head sideways into his and pinch my shoulder and his head together, basically. I want to compress in this direction across here. Okay? Here. Okay? My forehead is on the ground, not the top of my head. From the top of my head, I can have a balance. I'm here, so I can drive effectively from here. Okay? As long as I have this position here, this will hold him flat on his back, and it is almost, for him to escape, he pretty much has to move my head away from this position. There's very few things that can go wrong. All that can really go is he can replace his guard. I think very difficult much to happen. That's the only thing I've really got to worry about. Okay? So as I'm working with this control, my other hand here is going to be down here at the knee or holding at the pants, depending. So if he does try and replace the guard, I'm just going to grab the knee as it is across here, and I have my control from there. If it's really come out a bit too far, and it gets to like here, then I can move it around a bit, and push it back in again. Okay? My head's ideally on the ground, but I'm talking to you, so it's a bit harder. But it can be back a little bit further. It can be here, just as long as I have this connection to him. Okay? As soon as he's able to get his hands or push my head away from him, from here, again, either he can start replacing, or he can re-pummel the underhook from here. Lots of things can start going wrong from there. So we want to maintain that position. Once we have it, we want to maintain it through pretty much everything. So, again, we start from here. My knees are pinched in. For control, this underhook goes a little bit deeper. Because again, if I try and switch from here, if he clamps tight to hold my arm from here, it's difficult to get that kind of control from the shoulder. Okay? So if I'm here, I want to slide up here, so I'm raising his elbow higher than his shoulder rapidly. If it's here, it's very hard for the person to turn. Anytime you want to turn onto your side, you pretty much have to bring your elbow down to here. Okay? If your elbow is above here, it's impossible to turn until you've brought it lower than here. So in general, if you can keep the elbow higher than the shoulder, there's no easy way for the person to turn. So if I'm here, I don't just turn from here, I slide up a little bit from here to get some elevation across there, and I turn my head to this side here. If I need to, I can walk the fingers a bit more, or I can just drive my shoulder forwards. Either way, it's very, very hard for him to turn and tuck this in any direction from there. Okay? And so now from here, my other hand's going to come down. Again, just through my legs here. Don't go around the outside because my leg gets in the way. Just to here. Hold the pants around from there. Now all I'm going to do, I'm going to tripod up onto my feet, and I'm going to drive all my weight through my shoulder into his head. Here, okay? This is uncomfortable in the extreme, okay? And now all I need to do is get my knee free from here. I usually will pull this leg up with me, so that it's a bit easier. But what I don't want to do, if you squeeze your legs really tight, I don't want to come up and then have my legs still trapped back here. It's difficult to free my knee from there. So I'm going to grab it from behind. Here, I'm going to pull it up with me. Here, so now it's close to me. Now it's easy to push it down and put my knee out. Again, it's a common mistake from it. If you find if you scissor your legs really low down, mine, so they're much further down. If it's like back here and you can't reach them, you may have to come back a little bit first, take it from there, unhook, and then come forwards. But again, this is really, really strong. It's very, very hard for him to break. He can use his hands as much as he wants, but this is very close to me. From there, it's difficult to break the grip away from there. I walk in, all the pressure is here. I now push down just a little bit, and my knee pops out from here. Now from here is a bunch of passes. Control both sides, push out, kick away, and pass to the side from here. I don't hold off my belt there. Okay, so again, regular half from here. This slides through, a little bit deeper from there. My head comes to the other side. As I'm doing this, again, my knees are still tight. As I'm making this transition, if I'm loose already, as soon as I start moving down here, he'll already bring his knee through, and now I've got to do this all at the same time, and it's more difficult. There. But this stays tight. Here. Here. Now that my head's in position, now if he starts replacing, again, I find the cloth at the knee itself. And again, it's at the knee here. It's not higher, it's not anywhere around here. It's here where all the power is. Yeah, sorry. Well, I tripod up. All my weight is on here. My weight is preferably on my forehead rather than the top of my head. Pull up. Hop, hop, hop. Push. Slide. Grab the elbow. Pull it up from there. I like to keep the head down, but just slide out from there. Hold the side. Whatever else you want to progress to from there. Again, it's probably the strongest half guard pass there is. It's not the easiest position to get to, but if you work towards it, once you have it, you can pretty much do whatever you like. We're going to cover some other options from there. Can we start with that, please? Simple enough?